Laura, are you there? Guess what? I have a huge announcement to make.
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
What kind of way is that to greet an old friend, huh? We used to be so close. Why are you going to act like this when I barely even said anything to you?
We may have been friends, but we are not friends now. Not to mention the fact that our kids don't even go to the same school anymore. So we don't have that as an excuse to talk. And moreover, that was probably the nicest way that I could have reacted to you, considering the fact that you stole my husband away from me. In fact, the only reason that I got your message was because I forgot to block your number. So thanks for reminding me, and goodbye.
Wait, no, hold on! The whole reason I messaged you is because I have a huge announcement for you. If you block me now, then you'll never know what it was.
And just what is this announcement of yours?
Well, first of all, enough time has passed since you and Copper broke up, so now him and I have officially been able to get married.
Okay then, is that all you wanted to tell me?
Of course not. I have one more thing. I'm pregnant with Cooper's baby.
You are going to be having Coop's kid.
I'm sure you're just so jealous, aren't you? We don't know whether it's going to be a boy or a girl yet. But I'm sure you must be furious now that I'm pregnant with the child of the man that you loved.
Right. So then, is that all that you had to say to me?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, were those the big announcements that you wanted to make?
Of course they were. And aren't they just the best news you've ever heard? To have the child of the man that you love, isn't that every woman's dream?
I don't really like to make a habit of speaking for all women, but if you really think that's good news, then I guess I have to say that I'm impressed by you.
More like jealous, you mean? I bet that you've been trying your hardest to forget all about your time with Cooper, and now I've gone and brought back all those painful memories, huh?
I actually have already forgotten all about him. Coop who? And anyways, with both of you out of my life, I've been able to concentrate on my career and I have tons of free time to pursue whatever I want. In fact, this conversation is actually interrupting something right now.
What do you mean? What is it interrupting?
That's my business. You have a nice life. I'm going to go now.
I get it. You're upset because now that you're a single mother, you're going to have to work all day around the clock, huh? You'll be poor and never have time for anything. And now that I've stolen Cooper from you, I'll be living a rich and easy life while you struggle for every little thing. Anyways, I may have more news for you in the future, so don't go blocking me yet. Laura, are you there? Man, who knew that being pregnant would be this difficult? I'm doing my best to keep all the pregnancy pounds off, but it isn't easy. At least the morning sickness seems to have quieted down for now. But a pregnant woman can never let her guard down, you know? Even Coop is working hard to make sure that we have enough money for when this little one arrives. He's at work from sunup and doesn't come home until late at night. All because he's working so hard for his new family. Oh man, my belly is huge now. I really hope that I don't get any stretch marks because of this. But I have to say that I'm just so happy with my life right now. Oh, right, that reminds me. I had a quick favor to ask you. Once I have this kid, I want you to stop talking to Coop's parents, okay? Oh, and one more big thing. We found out that we're going to be having a boy. You know what that means, right? It means that I'm going to give birth to an heir that's going to be able to take over Coop's business when he's ready. You only ever had some lousy daughter who was never going to be able to achieve anything by herself. But I guess this just proves that I was the right girl for Cooper all along, since I gave him a son on the first try. Laura, are you there? I just wanted to let you know that I gave birth to my son yesterday, and there were 0 complications. He's the spitting image of his father, and I just know that he's going to grow up to be a great man like him, too. But you know, I've never actually met Cooper's parents. In fact, they don't want to meet me because they don't think I'm the right girl for him. Can you believe that they would say something like that about me? After I gave them a male grandchild?
They're one of your life updates again, Donna.
You finally responded! I was wondering if I was talking to a wall or if you were really there reading my messages in silence. I guess you finally accepted the truth about the situation, huh? Was it finally having my son that made it all sink in?
I don't know what you want me to say to that. Congrats on the kid, I guess?
That's a start.
But are you sure you know who the father of that kid is?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, I just don't think that the two of you are going to be cut out to raise that kid. It would probably just be better if you handed him over to his real dad to take care of him, don't you think?
What are you talking about? This is our son. This is the child that Cooper and I had together.
So then you're telling me you guys had some kind of fertility treatment going on?
What are you talking about? There was nothing like that at all. This is a totally natural baby made the old-fashioned way.
So basically, it was a natural birth, is what you're saying. If that's the case, then I really don't think it's possible that that kid is actually Cooper's.
That doesn't make any sense. You're just jealous, and so you're just trying to get into my head. Well, it's not gonna work, you hear me? I know the facts, and that's all that matters. Missed call? Missed call? Laura, are you there? Please, you need to pick up the phone right now. You were the one who called my ex-husband, weren't you? He showed up at our house demanding a paternity test for Cooper and I's kid. He seems to think that it's his and not Cooper's.
I guess you still haven't figured it out yet then, huh?
Figured out what? What is going on here?
Well, the thing is that Cooper can't have kids. He's impotent.
He's what? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke?
No, it really is true. His body just can't produce enough sperm to get anyone pregnant.
That isn't a thing. You're lying to me.
It's true. Even our daughter. We adopted from an agency when she was only 4 years old.
Wait, is that true?
It is. Cooper refused to look into any kind of treatment for his condition. So it was the only way that we could have any kids together.
You're lying. You have to be lying right now.
Well, you came to me telling me that you were pregnant not that long after you ran off with Cooper. So if you were thinking about how long it takes to tell that you're pregnant, then that means there is a high chance that insemination occurred while you were still with your husband. In other words, it's quite likely that it is in fact your ex-husband's kid.
Are you kidding me? That can't be right.
Well, do you want to know what Cooper told me the day that he left me? He said that you had actually already had a kid, which proved that you were fertile. He seemed to think that you were his last chance to try and have a natural child. He refused to acknowledge that he was the problem and ran off with you instead.
That can't be right. Please, tell me that it isn't true.
It really is. If you doubt me, you can go and ask Cooper's parents. They know about this. If anything, that's probably why they want nothing to do with either of you now. Although, they can't just cut him off since Cooper is paying them back after they paid off his legal fees from our divorce.
I don't even know what to say. You horrible, horrible woman. This is all your fault. He took my son. He took my son and got custody of him. I thought that moms were always supposed to get custody. This isn't fair. You ruined everything. What am I supposed to do now, huh?
I take it that your ex-husband sued for the right to raise your son.
That's right. He took Coop and I's son away from us. How could he do that? It doesn't make any sense to me. Now he has custody over both my children, and I have nothing.
Well, you were the one who said that you were going to have Cooper's son and that you didn't need any other kid in your life.
But that's because Coop's son was going to take over his dad's company one day. I didn't any other kid if I had one to do that.
Don't tell me that you didn't know about that either.
What do you mean? What are you hiding from me?
Well, first of all, Coop, as you know, is not the president of the company. That position still belongs to his father. The next president was never going to be Coop, because his father already chose me to succeed him.
Wait a second. So, you're going to take over Coop's family business?
That's right. And I think that Coop's dad is going to retire quite soon, actually.
But I thought that Coop would take over. Why would they give you that job?
It's a really long story, but I swear to you that I'm telling the truth.
I still want to know what happened. I deserve to know.
Well, if you want me to try and summarize it, basically, Coop's parents didn't want a man who only thinks with what is between his legs running a company. Not to mention how irresponsible he is with money.
So then what does Coop even do at work?
Well, before his affair with you came to light, he was still on track for a successful career here. But after everything came out, he basically was demoted by his father and given a huge pay cut. Now he's just like any other employee there.
So he's not even upper management or anything? I really didn't know about this at all. What do you mean he's bad with money?
Well, you should know best of all. After all, he pretty much drove himself into debt trying to impress you with all the fancy things he bought for you.
What does that mean, though?
It means that he owes his parents about $30,000 in the form of personal loans. Well, his parents and other loan sharks.
Cooper is $30,000 in debt?
He is, and that's why I suggested to your ex-husband that he would be better suited to raise his son rather than you.
I don't believe it. How could you do this?
I just couldn't stand the thought of a poor child being raised by the likes of you and Cooper.
This is really bad. I basically burnt through my savings in the divorce with my ex-husband and thought that Cooper was going to be able to buy my way out of this trouble. But now I know he doesn't even have any money either. I thought I was going to be living in the lap of luxury. Things weren't supposed to happen this way.
Donna was sure that by having a son, she would have secured her place in Cooper's family by being the mother of their eventual heir to the company. But in the end, Donna's recklessness resulted in the child being taken away and raised by his real father. After that, Donna and Coop began to fight every single day. But without any help from family and with both of them still drowning in debt, they had no choice but to stay together and downgrade to living in a tiny apartment. And since neither of them were confident enough to make it on their own, they still haven't gotten a divorce. I hear that Donna found a job and ended up having an affair with her boss that resulted in her being sued by Coop. You would think she would have learned her lesson, but I guess some things just don't stick.
Oh my god, Vanessa, how could you do this to me?
How could I do what to you, Florence?
Oh, don't act like you don't know. Evelyn told me all about this little vacation you've got planned. How come you never told me about it? Everyone else knows.
Well, I guess I just didn't think it was important to tell you about it. I mean, after all, it doesn't really involve you, so it really doesn't matter if you know or not.
Yes, it does. It's nice to be included in things, even if it's just knowing what's going on. I mean, everyone else knew, so why can't I?
Well, To be quite honest, Florence, I didn't tell you because I knew that you just want to get involved with everything and that you try and take over all of the planning. I've got the destination in mind and I don't want to be trying to fight to be heard or having to change plans because you went and made some behind my back.
I wouldn't do that. I mean, honestly, a holiday is a holiday. Anywhere is fine by me to travel to. But I suppose you couldn't even be bothered to let me know at all, huh? I bet you were laughing at me with everyone else, thinking I'd be left out. Is that what you did? Laugh at how you were excluding me from all of the fun? That's a really horrible thing to do, V.
No one was laughing at you, Florence. Why would we be? This is a family vacation, not a friend's one. There's literally nothing for you to get upset about.
Oh, so basically what you're saying is that you're better than me because you have a family to go on holiday with, and I don't? You're basically just calling me a lazy loser who no one wants to hang out with and who can't get her own family. Is that it?
What? No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying that I don't know why you're getting all upset about this. I'm going on holiday with my family. That's it. No one else is going. Not Becca, not Holly. No one but me, my husband, and my son.
Ugh, whatever. We both know that I really deserve a holiday. I've been working my butt off at work, trying to get everything done, so I really need a vacation just to sit back and relax.
I see. Well, if you feel like that, then maybe you should book yourself a holiday. There's plenty of places where you can go.
Yeah, I guess. Where are you going?
Me? I'm going to Spain with my family. I went there when I was just a kid with my parents, and I absolutely loved it. The people, the culture, the sun, everything was just amazing. I'm hoping to show my son all of the wonderful things about traveling as well. I firmly believe that to be a well-rounded and intelligent person, you need to travel. It just helps broaden the mind and gives you new experiences.
Uh-huh. Geez. I didn't need the lecture, you know. I was just asking where you were going on holiday.
Okay then, I'm going to Spain.
Great, okay. Whereabouts are you going in Spain? Paris?
Paris is in France. We're going to Madrid in Spain. Completely different countries.
Oh, well then. What's in Madrid?
It's a huge city. There's lots of things there.
Yeah, but are there any good bars? Any good spas? Are the men cute? I need to know things like that so that I can know if that's where I want to go or not.
I don't know. I don't really look for that stuff. I'm more interested in the museums and the places I can go with my family. We're going to go on quite a few hikes, I know that. So if you did go there, you can always do that. Considering that Madrid's a city, though, I'm fairly certain there'd be bars and stuff there.
Huh. Well, maybe it'll do then.
Do what?
Go to Madrid with you. I mean, it's not somewhere I've ever been before, so it should be interesting. And I did say that I wanted a break from work and everything.
Wait, what? I never said that you were coming with me. No way.
What? Why not? Don't be so mean and selfish. You can't just say that you're going on holiday and not invite someone after that.
Firstly, you contacted me first about the holiday. I didn't actively seek you out to tell you. And secondly, just because I told you I was going away does not in any way mean that you can invite yourself along.
But I want to go. Are you not letting me go because I'm better than you?
Huh?
Well, we both know that I'm much better than you. I'm prettier, hotter, richer, and loads more. All of the men would rather talk to me than even give you a second glance. That's why you're trying to exclude me from everything. It's sad and pathetic that you would stoop so low just to try to make yourself feel better than you actually are.
Okay, I honestly don't care what other men do. I'm happily married, with a son, and the only man I am bothered about is my husband. And another reason why I wouldn't want you coming on holiday with me is because of this stupid, arrogant attitude of yours where you think that you're so much better than anyone else around you. You're insufferable.
Huh? I don't even know what that means.
Why am I not surprised?
You know, this snarky, sarcastic attitude of yours is really not that flattering for you. Maybe you should work on yourself before you start trying to lecture me about how I behave. Anyway, if I come on your holiday with you, I'll just make it 10 times better. Your family would have much more fun if I was there. Wait, is that another reason you don't want me to go with you? Because you're scared that your husband and son would prefer me over you?
What? No, of course I'm not worried about that. My husband knows exactly what kind of woman you are.
What? Gorgeous?
Shallow and annoying. It's because of your obnoxious and bratty attitude that nobody wants to spend time with you, Florence. Especially when, like me, they're going on holiday with their family. You scare everyone off. No one can stand your behavior when you're constantly looking down your nose at them.
That's not how people feel. I know it's not. Your family would be grateful to have me come along, so that they could actually do fun activities instead of being dragged around to boring museums with you.
Look, my final answer is no. You are not coming on holiday with me and my family. If you want to go on holiday, then you'll have to sort something out for yourself.
Fine, I will sort something out. Just you wait and see.
Okay, great. I hope you have a good time.
Oh, I will. My holiday will be amazing. So much better than yours. I'll spend my days on the beach, being waited on for whatever I want. I'll have all of the men drooling all over me. Honestly, maybe I'm seeing how not going with you is a good thing. You just bore everyone to death, and then they'd never want to come and talk to me.
Whatever you say, Florence.
Uh-huh. I don't need you or your family to enjoy a holiday. I'll be just fine by myself.
Well, that's good to hear. I hope your holiday goes to plan and that you do everything that you want to do on it. It should be fun for you.
And there's no need to get jealous. I'm sure you'll have fun looking in those museums. LOL.
I'm sure I will as well.
I was being sarcastic, you know?
Yes, I know. I just wasn't bothered.
Well, whatever. At least I'll have a chance to meet someone new and exotic whilst I'm gone. Not like your boring husband and all.
Look, are we done? This conversation is just going in circles now, so I'm going to go. Have fun on your holiday or whatever. Now goodbye.
Fine. Goodbye. I don't want to talk to you anymore anyway.
Thank goodness for that. Geez, honey, you will not believe what just happened to me.
Huh? What is it?
You know Florence?
The woman who kind of just attached herself to you despite her being quite annoying and self-centered?
Yeah. Well, she just messaged me saying that she wants to join our family holiday. Like, tag along and everything.
Wait, what? As in, came along with us and spend the holiday with us?
Yep. I mean, it's a strange thing to ask to begin with. But she was going on about going clubbing and to the spa and basically trying to change the entire holiday to suit her wants. How crazy is that?
She doesn't know that you're married, right? So you won't want to go clubbing? Plus, you have a son, so you won't be able to do anything that he won't be allowed in.
I did tell her. I also told her that there was no way that she was coming with us. This is our family vacation. I'm not going to let some random woman tag along with us.
No way, not to mention, whenever I've spoken with her, she's not been the nicest. She's always demeaning and incredibly spiteful. Like, I was in town the other week and she spotted me. She came over to me and began giving me backhanded compliments and trying to hit on me. Obviously, I told her I wasn't interested, but she just wouldn't take no for an answer. In the end, I had to distract her by claiming that I had just seen a famous person down the street. Being as shallow as she is, Florence immediately began looking for them, and while she was distracted, I ran away.
Geez, I do not envy you. I think I would have done exactly the same thing.
Well, at least you told her clearly that she wasn't coming on our trip with us. That would have been a disaster.
Tell me about it. But if you do see her again, and if she asks, just make sure to tell her no.
Oh, don't worry, we'll do. I do not want her coming on holiday with us.
Morning, Vanessa. I can't wait to go on holiday tomorrow. I'm so excited. It'll be so much fun. There are a few things I need to do before I leave, so I just needed to ask you some questions about going away.
Florence? You're going away tomorrow too?
Yeah.
Well, okay then. What did you need to know?
Well, I need to start packing. So I need you to tell me the airport of your departure.
It's a private event without you.
Huh?
We've already been over all of this, Florence. You're not coming on holiday with me.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know you said that I couldn't come or whatever, but I thought you were just having a bad day. Like, I know you like me, really, and we both know your holiday will be horrible without me. All you have to do is buy me a ticket and let me know which airport you're going to so that I can meet you there.
No way, not a chance.
What? What do you mean, not a chance?
I mean, you're not coming. I already told you that you weren't, so I don't know why you suddenly think you are. And why you think that I'm going to be paying for your ticket. I've already had to pay for everything for my family. Their plane tickets, the hotel, the activities. Not to mention saving up spending money so that we actually have something so that we can buy whatever we want and actually have some fun.
But I'm the one that you should all love. I'm the only one who'll make your holiday worthwhile. You can't go without me.
Yes, we really can. Besides, we've already gone, so you're too late.
What are you on about?
We've already left.
What do you mean you've already left? Why would you do that? The plane is tomorrow, isn't it?
It was originally tomorrow, yes. However, the airline called and told us that they had overbooked the flight and that we could upgrade to first class if we left a day earlier.
I can't believe you've done this to me. What kind of friend are you? I mean, I told you just how much I needed a vacation and you said that you were going away. You can't just say that and then take away the opportunity for a holiday like that. It's not fair and it's not allowed. I demand you pay for my ticket.
No! Look, I don't know why you're so adamant about me buying your ticket and letting you tag along on my family vacation, but no matter what you say, you're not coming. Besides, don't you have a high-paying job? Surely you can just buy your own ticket and go wherever you want in the world.
Well, why should I have to waste my money when someone else is already going to the place I decided I wanted to go to? It only makes sense that I tag along with the person going. And a lot of the time, there are deals on group travel. That way you're not spending as much. So I really don't see what the big deal is.
The big deal is that it's still a lot of money, regardless of whether there's a deal on group bookings or not. And I managed to get a family deal because I'm going with my family. It offered a lot more off of the price than an ordinary deal would, and you wouldn't fit on the family deal as you have nothing to do with my family.
Ugh, you are such a horrible friend. Other people would have let me tag along, and they would have paid for me too.
Let's face it, Florence, we're not actually friends.
Well, you've got that right. A proper friend would let me know when our flight is, and she would happily pay for my ticket.
I don't know why you're not understanding. You are not coming on holiday with us. At all, ever.
Well, maybe you should ask your husband if that's what he wants.
What?
Yep, we had a very interesting conversation last weekend when you and your son were at your mother's house. He might have a different opinion of me coming on the holiday, especially if I'm going to be your kid's stepmom. That would make me family, wouldn't it? LOL.
I see. Well, you won't mind if I actually ask my husband what happened that weekend, would you?
Why bother? I've told you all you need to know.
Well, just to be certain, I'm going to ask him. Hey, sweetie, I've just had a very interesting chat with Florence.
Interesting and Florence? Two words I never thought I'd hear together. What about?
Apparently, last weekend, whilst I was at my mother's with our son, you and her met up. And the way she phrased it made it seem like it wasn't for just a chat. That's insane, right?
What? That's ridiculous. Yes, of course it's insane. I would never do that to you. I love you with my whole heart. To think I'd cheat on you with someone like Florence? Please, I have way more taste than that. It would have to be Scarlett Johansson at the very least.
Haha. Well, it's good to know that you cheating on me is never going to happen then.
Hey, I could totally get Scarlett. I'm super charming. How do you think I convinced you to marry me?
That's true. LOL.
But seriously, I would never do anything like that.
I know. I guess she just got into my head. I'm sorry for doubting you.
Well, she is a slimy snake, so I'm not surprised that she would try to break us up simply for a chance to go on a holiday that she doesn't have to pay for.
Well, I'm going to go and put her in her place.
Okay, I'll see you later then, sweetie. Love you.
Love you too. Well, I just finished talking with my husband, and surprise, surprise, nothing happened at all between you two.
Of course he'd say that. He wouldn't admit to cheating on you, but it did happen.
No, it really didn't. And I think it's pathetic that you try and cast my marriage into doubt just to try and get on a trip that you were never invited on in the first place. What kind of horrible, selfish woman does that?
Well, maybe if you had just paid for my holiday, I never would have had to resort to such tactics.
Why don't you just pay for your own holiday? What's so difficult about that?
Because I shouldn't have to. I'm pretty, so everyone should just do everything I tell them to. That's what being pretty means in this world.
Well, you clearly need a reality check, but it's not my job to give you one. I'm going now. I'm fed up of talking to you. I'm also going to block your number because I never want to hear from you ever again.
Hang on. You still need to pay for a new ticket for me. And make sure that it's first class. I don't think it's fair if you get to fly first class and I don't, simply because you didn't tell me that the plans had changed.
No.
Huh? What do you mean, no?
I mean, no. It's the last time I'm going to say it to you as well.
You are so mean. I'll be telling my dad all about this. You do remember that he's basically the richest man in town, right? He owns one of the biggest companies here.
And yet, you can't pay for your own holiday? From what I hear, your dad is in a lot of trouble. Financially, I mean. He's been evading his taxes and it looks like the government have caught up to him. He could be in for a pretty long jail sentence, or have to declare bankruptcy in order to pay what he owes. Maybe that's why you can't afford your own holiday, huh?
How did you know about that?
Everyone knows. It's not really a secret.
But
Looks like you're going to have to get a job if you want to do, well, anything. You can't just skate by on your looks, you know. They won't be around forever. And with your horrible personality, it's going to take a lot more than your appearance to keep someone interested in you.
that's not fair. I don't want to live like a poor person. I'm too pretty for that.
Well, I guess we'll find out soon enough, huh? Anyway, me and my family have a holiday to get ready for, so please don't message me anymore. Oh, and if you hadn't realized, we're not friends anymore, so stop trying to boss me around. Besides, from the sounds of things, you've got bigger problems on your hands.
Ugh, I swear, V, that's it. We're no longer friends.
I know, I just said that.
Whatever. With my gorgeous face, people will be dying to buy me whatever I want.
Whatever you say. Anyway, goodbye. After my holiday with my family, I returned home to discover that Florence's dad had tried to run away to a different country in order to avoid paying his taxes. But he wasn't the smartest of people and got caught at the airport. He's now been sent to jail for tax evasion, and all of his money and assets have been seized to pay back what he owed. As for Florence, this meant that she could no longer rely on her daddy's money to get her through life. From what I hear, she's had to get herself a job working as a cashier at the local grocery. She's not doing too well, though, as she keeps yelling at all the customers. She's going to have to learn how to live in a normal society, though, if she is going to get anywhere in life. As for me, I decided not to get back in contact with Florence. I didn't like the way that she treated me, and I knew that I deserved better. Sometimes, you just need to get rid of the negativity in your life, even if that is people. Especially if they're just hanging around for the things that you can do for them, and are not actually interested in you or your feelings.